Alright, what's going on everyone out there on YouTube? NES Ruler, and welcome to a brand new review. And this time we'll be checking out a film that was sent to me to review by Dark Sky Films, and you can pick this up on May 3rd, and it's a film titled Emelie. So when I got this in the mail and I read the description on the back, I really thought it was going to be a typical babysitter slasher type of a film. But as I was sitting there and watching it, I was actually quite surprised with how that was totally not the case, and the film really revolves around psychological horror and some pretty disturbing things between Emelie, who's the babysitter, and the three children of this family. And I really thought that what was going on was really messed up, and it really made me uncomfortable. And you guys know, not too many things make me uncomfortable these days. You know, I sit there and I watch so much stuff that nothing really phases me, but the stuff that goes on here between Emelie and the three kids really got to me for some reason, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So the film basically follows a family, a suburban family with three kids. We have Jacob, he's the oldest. I would say he's 11, about 11 I think they say. We have Sally, she's the middle child. I would say, you know, she's 9 or so. And then we have Christopher, and he's the youngest, and he's 6. So the night that the film takes place, it's the three parents' anniversary, so they decide to go out for dinner. Unfortunately, the original babysitter that they were planning to have canceled, if you get what I'm saying. So they try to find another babysitter, and they come across Anna, aka who's Emelie. I'm just going to call her Emelie for the sake of the review so I don't get them mixed up, but they don't know that she's Emelie, they just call her Anna, but that's okay, I'll call her Emelie because that's really her name. So the parents go pick up Emelie, and they drop her off at the house, and they go out for dinner. And then we start to see this interaction of the three kids and Emelie, who starts letting them do whatever they want, you know, paint on the walls and things like that. But then things start to take a little bit of a darker twist as we're forced to watch the three kids watch a homemade porno of the parents, you know, having sex and things like that. And that's the one scene in the film that's really uncomfortable for me, because it's not just a short scene of, you know, Emelie forcing these three kids to watch, I would assume, a homemade porno that they had no idea, the parents had no idea was being made. And it's not just a 30-second scene, it's a really fleshed out, you know, 2 to 2.5 minute sequence. And a lot of static shots of the kids' faces as they're forced to watch it. And it's just really uncomfortable for some reason. I don't know if it's the subject matter, or it's because there's not too many cuts and camera movements, or it's the children's acting as they're forced to watch disgusted faces on their look, a disgusted look on their faces as they're forced to watch it. I have no idea. But for some reason, it just got to me. And, you know, that's a scene that will be etched into my mind as the few months continue, as I keep watching more films from this year. So we learn more about Emelie and her life, and it pulls a little bit of a Inside, if you guys have seen that film, French film, kind of a story plot line where she had a baby and it unfortunately died, and she wants another one, and now she's just going around to all these different families trying to find the right child. It's not that big of a spoiler, you know, it says it right on the back in the synopsis, so I'm not trying to spoil anything. But it's just that kind of storyline of trying to get the parents to not come back and taking one of the kids. So the film is really not gory at all. There's no one body count, you know, one murder throughout the film, like, once again, House of the Devil. So there's not that many gory sequences throughout. There's a little but not too bad. But like I said, it really revolves around psychological horror, and I think it really works. And it really got to me. But there's still some plot holes between Emelie and her supposed father figure. We really don't know who this father figure is and what his purpose is and why he's doing this. I would assume he was the father of Emelie's original child, but we really don't know who he is really. We just have some shots of him looking at the parents eating dinner and things like that, and it really doesn't make any sense who this guy is and what's his purpose. I wish there was a little bit more storyline where it was fleshed out, where we learn more about his character, but that's not here, unfortunately, which is kind of shitty, but what are you going to do? But overall, I think the film really does a good job at getting a point across about films not having to be as gory and bloody to be effective. And if you just have some really uncomfortable moments throughout, I think the film could be successful. And I really think this film is successful, and I really, really did enjoy it. It's something different than what I was typically expecting from a babysitter film. So I really, really recommend you guys check this one out. It's one of the better films so far that I've seen this year, and I really, really enjoyed it. The special features, we just have a making of. It's a short 10-minute making of. It does a good job. It gets into the director's mind a little bit, and I really enjoyed that. And then we have the trailer. PQ is good. It's not the best. You see some, during the dark sequences, the film's really dark. You see quite a bit of grain and distortion. I don't know what camera they shot on, but that's kind of bad for a modern film, but it is what it is. And the sound is what it is. It sounds good. So yeah, that is my review of Emelie. Once again, you can pick this up on May 3rd on Blu-ray and DVD. I highly recommend it. If you guys like psychological horror films, like I said, I really enjoyed it. So thanks everybody for watching. As always, you can give me a thumbs up. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Hope everybody's doing well. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys.